Well, hello, Facebook. I am making this video because I am having mixed emotions right now, and I'm really trying to channel how I'm feeling. And I'm feeling overjoyed, I'm feeling anxious, I'm feeling even overwhelmed, just a whole bucket of emotions. But the good thing is, I feel joy. There was an incident that occurred this morning that actually brought me to the emotion that I'm feeling right, or well, all of the emotions that I'm feeling right now. Excuse me. And I must say, it came as a surprise, but I'm just so happy that it happened. And to me, I'm realizing that it is actually light shed from God, letting me know that I can make my own way, that I can be independent and follow the desires and the designs that God has for me. Because over the years, it's been a couple of years now that I haven't, oh, I'm sorry, it's been a couple of years that I've actually worked in the logistics field, warehouse. And before that, I've always worked in banks, financial institutions, even customer service. I've done that, but I've been loan officers and all of that in the past. I've even dabbed into real estate, taking some classes in real estate. But I want to say since 2008, my husband has been, he hasn't really been able to sustain employment in his field. He always gets jobs. And about 2 years ago, he had a job as an instructor in his field. He's a machinist. He is a great machinist, and he has this number in his head. He feels like he's worth $25, $26, $27, and that's what he wants to get paid. And I tell him, you're worth more than just a number, even if they give you that, because he's making that now at the job that he's currently at. And when he was an instructor, oh, I was loving that, honey. I was loving being the instructor's wife. But even in making that, I tell him there is so much more that God has for us. There's nothing wrong with going to work. And this morning just let me know that the design that God has for us, He puts a lot into my head, a lot of ideas, and I am all over the place with a lot of things. But my husband and my kids, they really, really support me, and I am trying to narrow down what it is that I need to do as my niche. I just be ready to make so much money that it's just so it's overwhelming to my family, my kids. They've been supportive, like I said. My son, my daughter, even my son's wife, my daughter-in-law, she's wonderful, and I just love them all to death. And I want them to know that I love them, and I want to tell them thank you for you know basically believing in me and knowing that this venture that I'm on, this being building my own business. This is just what God has for me, because nobody has. Um, I haven't been able to sustain employment trying to work with other people and help them build their businesses. Some of y'all may recall, it was about a year and a half ago. I was working with a firm, and we did child support modifications. And then there was another thing that I endeavored into recently at a firm, and they had a wide variety of practices, but my duty was child support modifications. But 4 or 5 o'clock this morning, God just had me up, honey. The spirit just had me up, and I was posting on Facebook. Some of y'all may see my video. Was it a video? I don't know. No, I was just making posts about my child support knowledge, that we can do modifications for the fathers. But God let me know that I don't need to just do this just for dads. I'm doing it for dads, yes, for them to get modifications to their child support, because you may have a loss of income. You may realize that the baby mama has gotten married. Maybe she has moved away out of the county where the child support petition was originally settled. And I also had from God the knowledge to do enforcement for the mothers. There are a lot of women out there who need financial help for these children. I had never thought about that until this morning. That's what I'm saying. God just be laying things in my spirit and on my, well, not my spirit, but the spirit of God just be laying things on my mind, and my mind gets to racing. And so I'm telling my husband and my kids, we just need to just walk in it. Whatever the glory of God is, we just need to walk in it. I put a post up this morning saying that one thing about me, I can't swim. But one thing I will do, as long as I know that God is my anchor, I will float. If you in the water, you're going to have to float. And if that's the only way to get across to the other side, baby, you better learn to float. You better not be afraid to float is what I should say. We don't have to swim, but you better not be afraid to float. And the reason why I say that is because God, he will guide us. And we just had to realize, my husband's going to kill me, y'all, if he finds out I'm talking about him. But he is so intelligent, and I just want him to walk in the glory that God has for him. You know, I've always pushed him, and he's been like, no, I can't do that. You know, I've told him, you could go to ITT Tech and get your engineering degree. I even told him, you know, we were watching the house HGTV, and I told him, we're going to do that. We're going to start flipping houses, and we're going to get into wholesaling. So that's exactly what we did. We got into wholesaling. Right now, we're not really active because we have a lot to learn about the contracts and everything. But that's something that we're not going to give up on. And now my son is coming aboard with us to do the wholesaling. So we really do need people that can help us get off into that. That's something that we really need. And that's residual income for real. That's retirement income. So during that time, well, I told my husband, I said, well, honey, you know, we were watching a commercial. I'm always thinking, you know, of ways to make money. But we were watching a commercial for Kaplan College. And I told them, and they had that new program out for CNC machining. And some of y'all may know about that and some may not. But I told him, I said, baby, you can do that. Go ahead and apply. Well, it took him some time to apply, but let me tell y'all, when Sean applied for that job at Kaplan, within 2 weeks, no, it was within a week, they called my husband back for an interview. And I sat in that interview with my husband. And the way that the interview went, it was as if he was teaching to the class. He had to do it like he was teaching to the class with the overhead projectors and everything. And I recorded it. Oh my God, I was so proud of him. He did so well. That man shook his hand. You know, the guy that interviewed him, the director at that time, shook his hand and offered him the position. And I was behind him 100%. And those are the types of things that I say my husband can do. Be a professor. He loves to teach. He loves to instruct. Me, myself, y'all know me. Our personalities complement one another. It's amazing. This morning, the meeting that I had, I was, I guess I was being called non-aggressive. But, you know, I beg to differ. Everybody who knows me knows that I am an aggressive person. I am persistent. I'm tenacious. Even my professor has told me I was very tenacious in law school. So I just thank God for all of our abilities. And I am looking forward to our future. I want you guys to pray with us, to do God's design that he has for us, you know, to prosper. We want to prosper in the real estate business that we're going to be dabbing into. And I also am doing my own child support modifications. And it's for many different reasons. I really want you guys to get in touch with me to find out about the new laws and all of the things that you can do to get your child support order modified. And for the women, I want you, for the moms, I want y'all to call me and or contact me, inbox me as well to find out what you guys can do with these new laws. Well, basically, really, to be honest, most of the new laws are for the dads who are paying court-ordered child support. But for the moms who need that financial help, girlfriend, get in touch with me. I love God so much, y'all, for directing me. He took a situation that I endeavored to, that I encountered this morning, excuse me, and it gave me insight that I am not beneath anyone. No one is beneath me either. I do believe that we're all equal in the spirit of God. But I love God so much for just giving me the vision. And I'm just hoping that you guys will pray with us, that we have the strength, because it is hard being obedient sometimes. And fear can really overwhelm us and paralyze us. But I want you guys to pray with us that we don't have any fear, that we move forward with the design that God has for us to do real estate, for me to get these child support issues together, because we really need this. We really need to be obedient to God, and that's so many of us. And I just, I really hope and pray that whatever it is that you guys are asking God for, and when it's within His will, I pray, honey, that it is in His design that you have what you desire when it's in His design. And I just want to say to my family, baby, I want y'all to know, all of Facebook and Twitter, Instagram, all of y'all to know that the Grices, the G's, baby, God got us. I just want everyone to know that. And I appreciate everything, every tactic that all the help that people have given us throughout the years. I appreciate it. Sean, baby, I don't want you to give up. I don't want you to lose hope. To my son, Chris, we need to get aboard this real estate. You know what I'm talking about. And I sent you text messages. Okay, we're going to get up there with them. We need to get with Jim Banks and Antonio. My daughter, I'm so proud of her. She's doing her thing. I call her Dr. Jackson. My daughter-in-law, oh my gosh, she's administrative assistant, and she came up. I mean, y'all saw me post that a couple of months ago about her promotion and everything. We are doing so well. I'm so happy. I love my family. I love God so much. I'm grateful for my grandbabies, Kaden and Amira. I'm just praying that all of our design comes together, and I love y'all. Y'all be good. Peace out.